Comedian, actor, and relationship expert Finesse Mitchell, perhaps best known for being a cast member on Saturday Night Live, visited UMES to share some relationship advice with our students. The Discover UMES show called On the Yard caught up with him before the panel discussion started, and here's what he had to say.
What's up, world? It's Finesse Mitchell, and you're watching Discover at UMES. I'm in the building. Ooh, ooh. It all just came about in a weird way. I was in my third season at Saturday Night Live, and a publicist friend of mine came to me and said that Essence was looking to do an article with single, male bachelors, out there that can give the women some insight on why they're still single or what's the hang up with the whole dating game. So they came to me and I think Tyrese and Genuine and some other people or whatever, and they asked us 3 different questions. And when they read all my answers, they were like, we're just going to go with your answers, because I combine comedy with some real talk. So they found it amusing. Next thing I know, they offered me my own column after trying it out for 2 months issues, and it just got a great response. And then I had my own column called Oh Brother in Essence Magazine, which ran for 3 years. And then all of a sudden that turned into a book deal. Then all of a sudden I found myself going around speaking at women's conferences and colleges and universities. It's always better to give someone else advice than to be able to follow hard advice for yourself. I mean, that's just real talk. Because the truth is that relationships are unpredictable anyway. You can't know what's in a person's mind 5 years from now, let alone 5 minutes from now after you just meet them. So how can anybody actually claim to be an expert on that? What I try to do is give a very unbiased opinion, whether I'm talking on behalf of males or females, just to get my opinion out, just to see what's out there. And it kind of sticks home with people, whether it's on a comedic side or just on a truth side, where they're just like, wow, okay, that makes sense. And I just go with it like that. I don't try to be anything I'm not, and I don't try to be more than what it is. I just speak real. I prefer comedy. I prefer just straight, because no matter how offensive I can say, ha ha, I'm just playing, that was a joke, and then ain't nothing you can do about it, because everybody knows I'm a comic. But then at the same time, you can get some truth bombs in there where people are like, oh, that's true, and then you get a little applause break or something. So I look to see that and hear that from as a response from people as well. But comedy is my first love. I started out on BET's Comic View. I was the only person to go from Comic View to Saturday Night Live. So, and now it's like I do movies, I do these lectures, and I just travel, Absolutely not. No, I don't know a lot of college students that do, unless you go in as a pre-this or a pre-that. I majored in graduation. I was just trying to get out of there. You know what I mean? I went every couple of months saying how many credits I need to get to the next level. So that's me, because I just wanted the college experience. I played 2 years of college football. That didn't work out. And next thing I know, I became a big frat man on campus, throwing parties and being the big social dude. And that was just as fulfilling as trying to juggle grades and being the social guy. Saturday Night Live taught me how to write better, how to think outside the box as far as comedy is concerned, not just go for a cheap fart joke or, something crass. Lorne Michaels is very, he's had his hands in everybody's career. It's easier to name the people who weren't on the show than, who were on the show. And so it's a strong fraternity out there that everybody still respects. You know what I mean? It's one of the longest running TV shows. And what I take most from that experience is politics, learning the social game, learning how to get along with the Tina Feys and the Amy Poehlers and the Jimmy Fallons, because everybody has a different background, but everybody is funny. You just have to respect everybody else is funny. And sometimes we come from a generation or from a people where we think our way is always the best, our way is always the most swaggerific, you know what I mean? But when you're talking to mainstream America, it's not about that. It's about appealing to everybody. And Saturday Night Live has a lot of misses, but then it has a lot of hits where, you're just like, oh, you're talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. So, it was a great experience. My family, I love them. Same. It is what it is. Your girlfriends only know so much. Your brother's take on mating and dating for sisters. You gotta definitely get this book. Amazon.com, Barnes & Nobles, or BNN.com, or wherever else you can find it. it started out as a book for women who were readers of Essence magazine and just, African Americans, but it crossed over into such a mainstream audience and I forgot my audience was so mainstream because I was on SNL, that I just should have made it a more broad title. So my next book, I got a couple of titles that I'm toying around with, but it will be more mainstream and it will be extremely funny, just like this one, and extremely truthful. So I look forward to that. When it's coming out, I don't know. That's in the publisher's hands. But I am grinding, I am working, and you will see another book, book dose. I do some of everything, man. We promote like internet websites, we promote comedy shows, lectures such as this, and it's fun. And right now, I just wrote a TV show that hopefully will get picked up in LA, but I'm not in any hurry. I'm trying to Morgan Freeman my career, you know what I'm saying, and just be out there for a long time, and always give somebody just an option, because I have my favorites. I have my Kevin Harts and my D. Ray Davises and everybody who in my crew, but we all go on separate ways, but we all trying to make the same, impact and the same dollar, I want to get some of that Kevin Hart money right now. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for having me. I look forward to speaking to the students, and I look forward for an invite back one day. It's been Finesse Mitchell. This is the Discover at UMES.